We're live. Excuse me, Miss Maya. And now we just wait for some people to log in and say hello to us. Doesn't take long, sweetie. So just hang in there and we'll wait, won't we, for somebody to join us today. Monday here, start of our week. Hi Florida Diver, greetings to you. Thank you for joining. As you can see, I have my little girl Maya, who's she's little, but she's a nice size. Hi Artsy Unicorn. You've got your corn snake. I've just been speaking to Artsy and he convinced his mum to let him get his first snake, and he got a corn snake, which is amazing and wonderful, and he was so excited. Yeah, good on you. Lots of fun. Little energy balls they are. They're pretty active. Probably very close to what my carpet pythons are like. So you're going to be on your toes with your new boy or girl. You don't know yet. You're going to wait to find out. But yeah, I thought I would get Maya out today. She's such an easygoing girl, and this might be, even though what I want to talk to people about today is snake giveaway contests, a little bit about that subject of my latest video, which was information for parents with children that really want to have a snake. And I'm not against children having snakes at all in their lives. I want parents to just be very, I guess, in some ways, supportive. Hi, Carla. I'm watching The Walking Dead, multitasking. Oh, don't we do that all the time? You know, we could have one snake here and one snake there and watching the TV, and we've learnt to multitask in our lives. But yeah, what I was discussing is I am going to go on to the subject that I've put up, but I just want to say, for all those kids that do want to have a snake, and I have nothing against children having them, I really want the parents to be responsible and know their child well enough to know that they are going to be responsible having a snake in their life. But I think it also comes down to is if the parents are really on board with it and are also equally open to being a part of that with the child, rather than isolating that child as their own person with that snake, then I can understand why a lot of children just end up going, I don't want it anymore. If all they've ever had is get that thing away from me, don't bring that thing into my room with me, I hate it. You could take it into your room, and they can become so isolated if nobody within their home is going to share their passion and their love. So it's not just about the child, who would probably have loved to have kept that snake. Hi Victoria. Still new to having snakes. How often do wildlife officers come? Honestly, they don't. I think that they're pretty slack on that, actually, to some degree, but they just don't. If somebody were to report you, then you would have them banging on your door. Yeah. I agree, Carla. It's the parents as well. If you don't, what is the word I'm trying to support and be all in with it with your child, of course they're going to lose interest, because that's what we want to do. We want to share our passion with our snakes, with the people around us and the people that love us. And if the people that love us are there, it keeps us going. It keeps us wanting and doing and enjoying. If you're doing it all on your own and it's constant negative, and I've had the negative from family, but I've also had very positive people around me as well. And they're the ones that have kept me going with having my snakes. So, anyway, that was just a little bit about where I wanted to extend No Worries Victoria. Do the right thing by your snake. And I guarantee you, even if they turned up on your door and they walk in and they see that your snakes are being well looked after and their environment is clean and the snakes look healthy, wouldn't matter if they banged on the door. They could walk through my home anytime they like. Come in and meet my snakes is what I would say. So, yeah, you'll be fine if they do. But, you know, I wanted to bring up the subject of snake. You're grabbing my hair with your scales or your belly scales, and it's not very nice for you either, is it? I want to discuss the subject of snake giveaway contests. And I'm not going to include breeders here, because we all know that breeders would ultimately put their snake on a website, put them up for sale, put them in a box and ship them out to their forever home. Hopefully it's their forever home. And that is the purpose of a breeder, is to not be spending all the time with their snakes, because they can't, number one. Number two, their purpose is for us to be able to get our snakes from them, and it's up to us to then take them in, take care of them, love them, and keep them. Caught in my long thick hair. Oh, easy. I could see that happening, and I haven't actually had it happen to me yet where I've had them caught, but I've had them wrapped in my hair, and it's taken me a little while to get them out. Hi, Munson Burner. So I just, you know, I do come across as somebody that picks on people, and I don't really want to be that person, but if I see something that's in my face that bugs me, that really does bug me, upsets me, I think, as well. Not just bugs me and gets me riled up, but understanding a breeder is not who I am and what a lot of people out there are. Most of us just keep our snakes and love them and give them their wonderful home and care for them and treat them, not always like I do, but certainly that's what we're about as snake keepers, snake carers. So what I would really want to express, and why I'm bringing up the subject of snake giveaway contests, is because I just recently saw one come up, and I feel that our snakes are not a possession for our channel. to use it. This is, and I guess goes to intent. What was the intent for doing this snake giveaway? And I'll explain the scenario a little bit so you can better understand. Carla's suffering with a bit of pain at the moment. One soft kiss. She had a bit of a dilemma with one of her big snakes, and she's rather sore, and after the situation she would be. So if you go check out Lee Ashcroft on Facebook, you can read that story. And amazing lady, absolutely amazing. But yeah, the scenario is the snake actually was a rescue. Nothing, I guess, in the mind of that person other than it's a rescue and I'm going to rehome this snake at some stage. And a lot of people do that. Rescue snakes and rehome them and find them their forever home. But I just don't feel that the intent was getting that snake as a rescue, that the intent behind it was, oh, I've got a YouTube channel and I can do a snake giveaway. So that's just how I feel. Like YouTube videos as just a snake keeper that loves our snakes and want to take good care of them is not the place to say, I'm going to run a snake giveaway, and if you give me all the well, Carla, I think you and I know that we think so much alike that it isn't very often that I think we've ever disagreed in since knowing each other. But I wanted to put it out there to others and find out their view on it, because, you know, sometimes we do feel like we are on our own. They do it for likes, views and subscribers. Victoria, you are dead on, and for me that intent was there. I'll get this rescue ball, and it was a ball python. I will get this rescue, and then I'm going to do a snake giveaway on my channel. And the rules were, 1, you must like this video. 2, you must subscribe or already be a subscriber. And 3, tell me why you should win this snake. What the? Yeah. Good. I'm glad you do. And I'm glad it does bother you, because it bothered the living out of me. Since I'm upset with the big breeder that I always considered a good friend, so I'm keeping my feelings quiet tonight. Oh, Carla has had to step back a little bit and sit back and go to herself, oh, I need to stop, catch my breath, reassess everything, because it's hard to get off that negative run and that negative stuff. There is no other way of saying it. And it's never about that person is the most horriblest person in the world, but that person is the most horriblest person to sit there and say, I love my snakes, I love my animals, and then runs a blinking giveaway contest for a snake. And okay, I rescued it. Your trust and messes with you. Yeah, the hard part with that for me, Carla, is this person claims to be an animal lover and has the best interests at heart for the animal, but there is no way the intent, and that's what nicks me off about it, was not there from the start when that snake was rescued, for it not to be used as a part of personal gain for her channel, her views and her subs. Her. See, I'm saying a her. So I will never just plain out give a name. You can find her. My God, type in snake giveaway contest. You will find her. Yeah, it's a porn. You're talking about, and I left a comment as saying exactly what yours was saying, but she deleted it. I did too. And I actually haven't been back on there to find out if she deleted mine. I would say if yours was very much like mine, Victoria, mine's gone as well. You know, I've said before, I don't think I could ever forgive myself if I did a bit of drink after I rescued. Exactly. There are so... Look, we aren't the only ones that would go in and rescue a snake. That, you know, there are lots of people that go in and rescue snakes. It is well known. People will do that. But I tell you, number one and first and foremost, if I went and rescued a snake, one, I'd probably never be able to part with it anyway. End of story. I wouldn't. I'd have to have a completely different mindset if I were rescuing snakes, and I would love to, but I would have to go into a completely different mindset of rescuing snakes, because I would end up loving them too much and I wouldn't want to part with them. I know I wouldn't. I just know I wouldn't, and I certainly know that if I was ever in a situation where I did rescue snakes and I had to find them homes, it wouldn't be done on my YouTube channel as a giveaway contest. It would be done properly, and those people would be vetted, and I would want to know. That would be your problem, September Girl 70. Loving them too much to let them go. Absolutely. I feel how do you not attach to a snake that needs you? They all need us. But when a snake has been neglected, I tell you, there are some popular snakes. Shouldn't be keeping snakes because it's all about them. Yeah. It is all about them. You're 100% right. And them is their popularity and what they can get from these videos, and not what they're giving when it comes to these videos. Now, I'll go there because I don't care. People can whoop my butt anytime they like, because I'm telling the truth. I'm not making up anything. I'm not lying. This particular person had 2 ball pythons that had RIs. And she didn't know they had an RI. She posted pictures of them on Instagram, and it was somebody on Instagram that said, "Your snake has an RI." And she was attention to their channels, and that has nothing to do with teaching responsibility. It teaches the absolute opposite. You know, you want to give a snake away as in a contest. Don't tell me you love animals. Just don't. Just say, I take care of them, they're lovely, but they're a snake or they're whatever, but they have no connection with me. And she admits she doesn't see snakes as having emotions or care or bond or anything, but then her snakes wouldn't, because she doesn't put in the time with them. She doesn't give that to them. They don't give it back to her either. So you get what you give. And you have a dog that you never pat on the head, or you never scratch its belly, or you never acknowledge that it exists, the dog's going to ignore you and not give a damn. My dogs, tell you what, if somebody walked through my door and started yelling at me, my big boy would kill him. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or a good way to have your dog. I didn't teach him to do that. That's just something he has developed, and that's because I care about him and he cares about me. And I think you don't just get given it. You've got to earn it. And if you don't want to earn it because it's work, you're lost. But the shame of it is your animal's lost too. Totally your animal's lost. Every one of my animals that I have don't need to have a huge snakes. I know, absolutely. You know, I wonder if I had a snake wrapped around me and somebody started pushing and shoving me, what my snake would do. I hope I never have to see that or have that ever happen, but I don't doubt that I have a couple that might arc up at that other person. Sick 'em, nosy, grumpy and Chewy and Jane. I would love to see that. That would be amazing to actually see, Carla. All four snakes just going after somebody. I don't think they'd get in anywhere near. No one's going to break in with Chewy on guard. No, the bond. It would be a bad thing for my snakes, exactly. I think that person would be gone before a snake could get anywhere near it. And I've had people where I've opened the door, I've had Jack around my neck, and that person's taken 20 steps back that way anyway. So, yeah, I think it's hilarious. Oh, hi, Azzy. How you going, sweetie? Azzy's having a ball. She hasn't got a ball. She's got a boa. Squeezy is Azzy's boa's name. Who she loves. She just loves her. And Azzy's done a few videos of her and Azzy, and she's her own person. Absolutely her own person. Strangers coming my front door, first thing they say is Chewy. Oh, I think I might need to rearrange my house actually, and maybe put a couple of my bigger guys, mind you, not as big as what Carla has in her home, but you know, Jack's going to end up being a big boy, and I'm loving watching him. Oh, hi, Dark Knight. Thank you for coming on. I just met Dark Knight the other night, actually, on a live stream with Hazel. It actually was. So thanks for joining the live stream. Great to see you here. Look at Maya. She's going, look, what is this? What are you doing? And what's going on? Girl. Yeah, I really do hope so, Carla. I mean, not that I really got Jack, as in making him a great big huge, or that he would be great big and huge. As you know, it was circumstances, but I certainly do love the big snakes. I've got to say, I mean, I love Maya. I mean, and of course my little Amaya is going to be tiny too. Maya is, I don't know how to explain. She's not like my carpets. She's just so opposite. But she escaped. Well, the door was left open. September Girl 70 might relate to this, just having recently lost her baby. But she found her and kept saying, she's there, and you're going to find her. And she did, which is woohoo. Oh, yes, I know. It is very anaconda-y. Is anaconda-y a word? Looking. They are. But out in the sun, oh, those colours are, the rainbows, iridescence, that's the word, are incredible on Maya. And I was going to be outside today, but it's a bit overcast and it's not sunny, but I am going to be doing a mini green. You know what? Even a little head. Well, no, not really, but if it was a little bit more pointy, I could probably call her a mini anaconda. But, yeah, anyway, let's go back to this snake contest. So intent, I think there was, for self-gain. Thanks, Artsy. Purely self-motivated for personal gain. And I find that disgusting. And for somebody that is telling people how to care for, thanks, Dark Knight. And yet she didn't even know her own snakes. Had an RI until other people pointed. Yeah. And Nisty. Hi, Hazel. Hazel's daughter. Is it watching? Or is it Hazel? Something about Hazel's daughter. This is Hazel Reptile's daughter. Anasty. I saw Anasty the other night on Mum's live feed. They were all dancing and bopping and the snakes were all there, and thanks, Anasty. They were all there bopping and dancing and having a good time, and Hazel is hilarious. She cracks me up, and just a lovely, lovely lady. So, 400 channels about reptiles. Judge me because they think freedom stress snakes. Yeah, well, we know freedom doesn't, and I haven't subscribed, Carla, to hardly any reptile channels. Honestly, I can't find any that I want to subscribe to. Yeah, Carla's here, Anasty, or One Soft Kiss. But I can't find any channels. Can't fix stupid. No, we can't. We can't fix stupid, unfortunately. But it doesn't mean that we have to sit back and keep our mouths shut about the stupid. So anyway, in the end, she realised her two-ball, I'm done supporting breeders. Wow, good. As he's only subscribed to me and Carla. Oh, well, that says a lot. Azzy, thank you for saying here to me. If I watch any reptile videos, it's from Carla or you. Oh, Artsy, that's lovely. One Soft Kiss, Carla. Azzy, just call her Carla. And Brian from Snake Bites. I'm not going to go there. You know, he's not what I would call my great and wonderful at all. But he's big. He's big in YouTube land. and he runs a business, and YouTube's a business, just like his snakes are. So, I'll leave that one alone due to my state of mind. Hi, Hazel. Thanks for joining me. I try and catch all of Hazel's. Dark Knight's saying hello. Look, breeders are a breed unto themselves. That's it. They're a breed unto themselves. They're a business first. Then comes... I guess snakes might run second, because without the snakes, there is no business. So, that's where I'm going to leave it. Because truly, both of it. The business is the snakes. The business and the snakes are the YouTube. That's it. In a nutshell. Totally in a nutshell. Anyway, I'll go back to these ball pythons that had this respiratory infection, because by the time she actually found out, these two ball pythons were really, really, really sick. I can't breed them either. So I've only bred once, and I only did it for the experience. Any business has one goal. It's to make money regardless of how much they deny it. Haven't we heard that? I heard that. It's not about the money. Oh my goodness. If somebody was going to choke on those fibs, they'd be dead already. And but unfortunately you don't choke on words. But I don't know. I don't know. Has one goal, to make money. And I'm thinking about getting a carpet python. Cool. And what do you think I feel about the difference between a carpet? What do I think the difference is with a carpet? I call bullshit. Oh, I just swore. BS on that line. Sorry, I'm doing speak text. And it got to you in it. Basically, where's Maya's head? Haha, it's all good. Well, I don't swear very often, but I do. And I would be... Where are you going? Give me your, little snakes, little gaps, little disappearing snakes. I cannot believe that you can get in that gap, Miss Maya. But you do. Every time she heads for the same spot because she knows it's there. Dumb snake. How do you always know that that gap's there? Is that because you've been there many times and you're well aware of it? She knows when I open the door. I sure do cuss, and that's mild compared to the thoughts behind my bad words. Oh, I do too. Not often, but when I do, I use them well, and I use them good, and use some of the not really good ones as well. It takes a lot to get me really angry, but once I am, a lot of people just go, whoa, it slips out. People are really shocked when I swear, because I really am a quiet person. I'm a really laid-back, chilled person. And that's what most people do know me to be. But when it comes to these guys, I'm not so quiet and laid back if somebody's doing something wrong. And it's extra fun. Yeah, it is. No, we are so much alike, very friendly unless provoked. Absolutely. And, that doesn't just go for snakes. I see any animal being mistreated. Boy, oh boy, I would be telling people you better run before I start. I don't like it, and there's no need for it, and there's too much of it, and not just for snakes, you know. It goes for all animals of the world. Yeah, when it is something you love so much. Absolutely. And you know, it's great and wonderful to see more and more people developing that better understanding of snakes, and not seeing them as those biting, nasty things that they have been known for. She just chills, my Maya. While I have everybody that I love on this channel, Walking Dead, Walking Dead on. We'll stop hogging the chat for a few, no worries. No worries. I'm going to be watching it at 1:30 today, which is our first, when it comes on here in Australia, it's at 1:30 p.m. and it's on again in the evening, but I love watching it. Yeah, I love Walking Dead, so that's why I watched the 1:30 episode and get it before everybody else does, because most people are at work, and I'm fortunate that I'm home and I do get to see the 1:30 episode. But I was going to get Jack out today and post videos of him, but love all animals. Well, yeah, just because you only have one animal in your life doesn't mean you don't love them all. You're recording it now. You mean you're missing out on Walking Dead to watch my live feed? Well, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I was going to get Jack out. But difference between a carpet and a ball python, because I'm switching from my TV to my phone. The difference between a ball python and a carpet python? Oh, the difference is so many, Hazel. Things. I don't even know where to start. Gosh, carpet python. Yes, absolutely, Carla. Personality. Prehensile tail. Temperament. Thanks, Carla. Go for it. Absolutely. Carla's giving it you all. But a massive difference. I probably would say. Okay, X-Files. Cool. Ball pythons are lazy and carpets are energy balls. Absolutely. Everything. Yeah, you're right, Azzy. Totally different to a ball python. If you want chalk and cheese, you've got chalk and cheese within a carpet and a ball. Yeah. Look, not all ball pythons just curl up in a ball and hide their little heads away, and yeah, and some have, as Munson Burner says, ADHD, or HD it is. Yeah, they are lazy. But you can get some that are active, as September Girl 70 said. Some are just more outgoing. Some are just more curious. Have more energy. Are just the more show of personality. Yeah. Every snake does, Artsy, have a different personality. And they're individuals. But I tell you what, you get a carpet python and then you'll go, I get it. I know exactly what you're saying. And they're more moody. Ball pythons, okay. Well, there you go. Because I'm probably, to some degree, could say, maybe Lily's an exception to the rule, Ah, yeah, what you see, you're talking about Lily, who's a carpet python. She's moody, she pouts, she does all those things. So I guess, like you say, they're all individuals and they've all got who they are and what they are as individuals. And Lily never ceases to, she hasn't come out of Jack's enclosure. I've opened the door every day, every night, and it's like she's not having it. I'm not coming out. I'm not leaving here. She's still up in that enclosure, hasn't budged. She, yeah, overrated. Can't beat a normal or reduced pattern for beauty. Look, I agree. You don't have to have what was this? A $10 snake and a $20,000 snake. What does it matter? In the end, what does it really matter? I have a mare who would be considered to be a high-ender snake, but she just happened to be, and I wanted a Darwin, and there she was. This girl was an unwanted from a young girl who got her when she was younger and got, I guess there is no such thing as normal. And you're right, September, I hate that word because without normals, what would you actually have? And money has no interaction. No, they don't. Not, and I wouldn't. Who pays $20,000? I guess lots of people who want acknowledgement for owning a $20,000 snake. You have a normal corn snake, but he's absolutely beautiful. Yep. And what? I mean, I'm not going to ask you how much he was, but what, $50 on the table? Doing well. Normals are like how they are in the nature. Yes, and we've certainly screwed that up a bit for them, haven't we? Because now everybody wants the pretty and they don't want the normal. So there's lots of normals out there that don't get the love and attention because they're normal. So, priorities, yes. I guess everybody has a different idea of what that is and what priorities actually mean to them. And for me, it's the well-being of my family, my friends, my snakes. And then those next in line are people I just know in my life, but I prioritise each section and put the time in with each of those that should get that time. You know, don't you love it when somebody says, oh, I've got 20 friends? And I go, and please don't get me wrong, all my people that subscribers and viewers that chat to me are now a part of my friends. Just don't live here. But if you did, I'd be knocking on the door and say, hey, I thought I'd pop in and say g'day and have a catch up. But people say to me, you know, I've got 20 friends and blah, blah, blah. And I go, shouldn't call their snakes pets. No, they shouldn't. And the ones that they call pets end up being used for something anyway. There's a purpose behind getting those snakes and having those snakes and giving them time because there's a reason for it. And they squish it over by saying, because I will these snakes will be able to give people a better understanding of snakes and learn to not fear them but understand them. It still comes down to business as far as I'm concerned. So guys, I love the live streaming, and it's been so wonderful today to have so many come in and all of you guys, 20 friends. I can count on one hand my friends, my friends here that are important to me. I can only fit 5 in my life and give them me and what they deserve as a friend in my life. And for people who say they've got 20 odd friends, then they haven't got any really, if you think about it, because nobody has the time to put in with that many friends. They might be people they know, 3 dachshunds, 3 snakes, and my canary. Well, great. That's okay. Lots of pets are people's friends, and that's fine. And Azzy would say she agrees that her Squeezy's her friend too. And her, what I think she considers to be her only friend. I wish I had, but I have 3 real life friends. Look, it's always important to remember it's not the amount that you have. It's what they mean to you and what you mean to them. Thanks, Carla, who has, and I feel the same way about Carla. It's just been so wonderful to come across somebody in my life that somehow is in my brain and thinks and feels the way I do before I even say it or feel it or do it. It's incredible, and I'm grateful to have such a wonderful person that supports me as well, as who I am and what I believe. And even though you believe in yourself, and don't you ever stop believing what you believe in, it is always nice to have backup and support from the people around you. It just is important to us because we're human and we need that from other people. So if you see something, you watch a video and you see something wrong, don't be afraid to speak up. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, in the end, what is the worst that's going to happen? You know, after speaking up on one of my videos, in one day, I dropped 4 subscribers. Boom, 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 boom. Because they didn't like what I was saying. Grateful, fighting, life, and use something as inspiration, and I find something out of nothing. And you can find inspiration in anything. Just the fact that it's a beautiful sunny day and you're there to enjoy it. Absolutely. Big deal. So you lose 1 friend or subscriber, but who cares as long as we're speaking the truth. Absolutely. You know, and that's what I was going to say. You know, boom, boom, boom. 4 subscribers, all gone, disappeared. Well, thank you for unsubscribing, because you're obviously, why? Could you associate yourself to something I said and think that she's not being very nice to me. Believe me, there's a lot of you out there in the world. So maybe a lot of those aren't watching my channel to unsubscribe, but they probably would have. I don't want anybody to take anything personal. I agree, unsubscribers are always welcome to go if they don't want to hear the truth. Absolutely. They can go. I'm not subscribed to any of those channels that I might, or all bar one that I'm about to not be. But I like to keep my eye on things too, guys. And my cat, I only get a month ago, is my best friend. Oh, what I was saying is personal. Look, I think we've got to get over ourselves, and well, people need to. You know, we all have to take criticism and be responsible for things that we've done that may not be so good. But not many people are very good at taking it. So, and I get that. Nobody likes to be criticised. And there is a good way of doing it. And I'm probably a little bit sarcastic in the way I do it and need my butt kicked every now and again. Oh, good on you. And I hope everything goes okay, Dark Knight, until everyone is on the same page and has the one goal. Absolutely. A reptile community where everybody, and sometimes it can be to agree to disagree more than anything. But lots of people don't and will not sit with that. They've got to be right. You're welcome, Dark Knight. Please keep in touch with me. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. What did I just say, guys? I say so many things, and my memory is, I'm a shocker. I truly am. Watch your video now and play. It's only 15 minutes. I'll keep you in my prayers, Dark Knight. I work with hospice. Yeah, not a nice thing, that cancer. It really is not good. And I can't even imagine what it's like to be living with it. And I'm not even going to begin to say, well, that must be really terrible. That I don't think goes anywhere near it. But I hope you've got lots of people around you that are supportive and are there for you through this dark night. And lots of people don't, and that's sad as well. Criticism, that's what I was talking about. Constructive criticism, to agree to disagree instead of always having to be right. And there's just some people in the world that have to be right. And they justify. And the more they justify, the more it annoys me. Constantly annoys me. Stop justifying a wrong. There is no way you can justify what you've done. It's wrong. Just say, okay, I got it wrong. You'll feel better if you do. Advise means they care. Yeah, but advice is one thing, Azzy. It's giving advice in... Thank you. Giving advice in the right way. You know, it is about doing it the right way. And that's why I'm trying to be not so negative on my videos, and why I do the odd one have a laugh with Lily a bit and so forth. I don't want to always be negative, because then what am I? I'm not good for anybody if I'm constantly on a negative. I love having fun. Well, we do because we care about you as a person. Yeah. That's, people come to me for advice all the time. And that all that tells me is I'm obviously doing it in the right way. Because if I never did, they wouldn't come to me and ask for my advice. I'd be the last person they come to and say, look, what do you think? What should I do? What would you do? All the time in the world for people and life and friends and family and snakes. And my snakes, my beautiful, beautiful snakes. Are you not? Maya's probably thinking, boy, I've been stuck in your hand. Why haven't I been able to go somewhere? I'm going to let it go up into that hangout spot. Ask you a question and then respond, and I'll tell you that you're right. That's your kids, Carla. It's always your kids. You know, you tell them something and, oh, no, Mum, you don't know nothing. You've got no idea. Like, wow, I'm 57 years, got to run. Thanks, Florida. Thanks for joining me. It's always our kids that think we're wrong. That just goes with the territory of being a mum. And actually, my Jack has come out. Would you believe? I don't know if you'll be able to see him, but he's right up top there hanging. He loves that enclosure, guys. He's really enjoying it. He's all over it. He goes down in the hides and he chills down there. Then he comes out at this time of the day and he hangs out up top, and he's up there during the night looking at me. I've opened the door, but he's not coming out either. So I feel like they're neglecting me. Is there anything is that wrong? They're the ones neglecting me now, not the other way around. And I'm not one to force my snakes to come out if they don't want to, guys. I don't need to do that because I know that they will. But I am at the point where I am getting to the stage where I want them to come out because I miss them. I miss Lily and Jack. I've had days, 6 days, of them keeping to themselves in those new enclosures. And I'm not used to that. Yeah, give them a choice. Absolutely. But I do miss them. I miss them heaps. I sit here going, what, don't you want to come out? And I open the door and I sit there and say, come on. Coming out? No, they're not doing it. So I'll let them go. Sun's going to be shining very soon, and I do want them to come out and come outside. Jack will be needing the toilet anyway, so maybe when he needs the toilet, he's going to be at that door banging for him to come out. So guys, I've been on here for almost an hour. So if anybody watches me on the replay of this video, I'll say hello to you now. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had a great time today, guys. Thank you. You guys made it wonderful. It's not just me, it's you joining in. Time flies. My ball did a big number outside today. Cool, saves clean the mess. Thanks, Carla. Bye September Girl 70. Dark night. Love ya. Take care of yourself. And lots of hugs and kisses from your cat. They're beautiful companions too. I've got 3, 4 beauties myself. Hugs to your family. No worries, Hazel. See you later. Be safe. You too, Dark Day or Night X. Cool. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you. No goodbyes, only laters. Yes, I'll be back. Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere. Neither's Maya. So ciao, guys. Have a great evening, day, whatever is left for you. Laters, Azzy. Ciao, guys.